We just got 2 really fun new additions to our homestead last night. So let's go check them out, meet them while I do my homestead chores for the day. I often get asked how I have time for it all, and I think people think that homesteading has to be a full-time job. They think that they have to spend hours and hours every day taking care of animals, taking care of plants, spending time in the kitchen, and that is not my experience, and I'm going to show you how we avoid that. So we are all about making things as easy and streamlined as possible here. We have a 2-acre homestead, so we don't have a huge amount of land, but we have a lot on our land that keeps us busy at different times of the year. But it's all about setting up the right systems so things can be as quick and easy as possible. So the first thing I do every day is turn on our water out to our greenhouse and make sure everything is well watered. That includes our plants and our animals. Although we do plan on putting some sort of irrigation system or drip line in our greenhouse eventually, right now we're just watering this by hand, but it still only takes about 5 to 10 minutes. As for the animals, we have sheep, chicken, ducks, and rabbits. All of them have some sort of watering system where we only have to water them usually every 3 days. Of course, we check on them every day just in case something goes wrong, but it's rare that we actually have to water every animal every single day. Now, as you can see, I am harvesting today, and on a harvest day, it does take a little bit longer. I usually spend about 15 to 20 minutes just harvesting vegetables, and I try to do it just all at once and not harvest different things every single day. But all of these vegetables will then be taken inside to either use up in a recipe this week, or we will preserve them by freeze drying them or canning them. Fresh green beans are the perfect garden snack. Next, we move on to feeding all of our animals, and of course, our little kitty cat Oreo is right there beside me. For these part of the chores, we do have certain animals like our chickens, ducks, and rabbits that do have a larger automatic amount of food that we'll only have to feed them every 3 days as well. But for our sheep, we have to feed them a certain amount of food every day. Alright, now that we are done inside the greenhouse, let's head outside to meet our new animal friends. Here they are. We were gifted some beautiful white ducks on our homestead last night. We were given them pretty late in the evening, so I'm just now coming out here this morning to get their little pond set up so they have some water to drink and to swim in. Now we do have 3 other ducks, so I was a little interested to see how they were going to interact together because now we have 3 males and only 2 females. And at the beginning, the white ones are a bit bigger, so they were kind of taking control and getting after our other ones for just a little bit, but after a few hours, they kind of acclimated together and were perfectly fine. Now, I need you to do something for me because we do not have names for these ducks yet, so let me know in the comments what you think we should name them. Now's the time for my favorite part of the chores. I love going out and seeing our sheep for the day. All I have to do is make sure their water is still full and give them some grain because they do eat a lot of the grass, but just need a little bit of grain each day, so I give them that. But they are just so fun to watch, so fun to pet, and they always love when I come out and they greet me with the biggest smiles. Now, if you've been wanting to add a larger animal to your homestead or small farm, I highly recommend sheep. We just got them in the spring and they have been my favorite animal so far and actually very easy for beginners. I hope seeing this process and watching me do my homestead chores and talking you through it really encourages you to go for it, start the garden, get the animals, because it really is manageable. It takes me about half an hour to 45 minutes a day. The kids love doing it with me, although they were with their grandma this morning. And all in all, it's just a super rewarding way to live, growing your own food, seeing that come right to your plate at the end of the day, and raising animals that truly do make our day every time we step outside. All right, we are heading in for the day. We've got some beautiful eggs and vegetables on hand. Everyone's happy, fed and watered, and that is it for today. So thanks for coming along with me to do the chores and meet our new friends this morning, and we'll see you next time.